What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakey, aka Brandon Lee TV. Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakey podcast. Now, kick back, relax, and come take a ride with your boy, man. It's been a great week of women's hoops on the WNBA side. We've seen the debuts of rookies like Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink, Angel Reese, Rakia Jackson, JC Sheldon, Alyssa Peely. The list goes on. We've seen the home debut of Caitlin Clark. We've seen the pressure that she's dealing with right now and the expectations. Is this fair? The pressure that we're putting on Caitlin Clark? We've heard we've heard some WNBA players talking about it. Most notably, the New York Liberty star guard Sabrina Ionescu, who has just spoken out and has had a relationship with Caitlin Clark since her high school years. We've heard from analysts giving their perspectives on Caitlin Clark and everything that's going on. We saw Angel Reese bring out the celebrities. Lotto came out there. Cameron Brink's got the Currys out there. She's got Kim Kardashian out there. Northwest out there. All types of celebrities that are paying attention and locking in for these games. I seen Marshawn Lynch courtside for the Aces game, man. Like that, the popularity of the WNBA is skyrocketing right now. And if you're just joining in, you're hopping on the bandwagon at a great time. But before we break everything down and get into everything and chop everything up, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. Join our memberships as well. We got that exclusive content coming daily, weekly, whenever you need it. Now, let's get into it.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakey podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakey.
The Indiana Fever have already failed to 0-2 on the season, just got their doors blown off in their home opener by the New York Liberty, who respectfully just played for a WNBA championship last season. We know they faced the Connecticut Sun. Dejanay Carrington was out there just strapped, making everything hard for Caitlin. She had 20 in the first game. Second game, never really got any offensive flow going, never really found her shot, never really got comfortable or established any type of rhythm. She was out there getting hounded. The turnovers, the shot selection have been highlighted as areas to worry. But are we jumping the gun, man? Are we putting too much pressure on Caitlin Clark? We knew she was joining a team that had one of the worst records in the WNBA. So this was not going to be an overnight title sensation like championship run for the Fever. They've got some good pieces, you know what I'm saying, around her, and Caitlin will figure it out. But is there too much pressure on her right now?
Caitlin Clark does not have any advantages physically. She's not going to be quicker than the people she's playing against. She's not longer. She's not stronger. So the adjustment period for her is going to take even longer in terms of having that consistent night-to-night impact. She's got to understand certain passes got through at Iowa aren't getting through at this level. They're going to be tipped. They're going to be deflected. She's got to be smarter about where she puts the basketball, getting into her shot. The sets don't run for her. The adjustment period is important. The coaching's important. The team she's on is important. She can't just step on the court and be physically dominant the way some of the NBA guys that were hyped in. So just give her time, pump the brakes. If I give her one piece of advice, it's this. Just try to get a hold of your overt frustration that you're constantly exhibiting. Yeah. At the pro level, you can't be doing that all the time, looking at the sideline with your palms up and looking up in the stands. You got to just play through it because they're going to sense weakness and they're going to come for you even harder. That's my advice to Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I mean, I hosted her and her dad at Oregon on when she came to visit. So we kind of go way back, and to be able to see her do what she did in college and now being able to go up against her, I'm just excited to see what she's going to, be able to accomplish. Obviously, my rookie season, I played 2 games, and so I think it was a little bit different than what a lot of people have had to go through. And then, coming back into my first season playing, I was navigating being that number 1 pick, having the target on your back, and also navigating not being healthy and trying to come back. And so it's just tough. I mean, you always are going to have to fight adversity, and I think that's part of everyone's journey is being able to kind of weather that storm and figure out what makes you you. And she's so young, she's going to be able to learn and grow. Times like this are kind of when you figure out what you're really made of and how you can continue to improve as a teammate, as a basketball player, as a person. And so I'm not the least bit worried about what she's going to be able to accomplish in the league. I just know she's going to continue to work really hard and stick with it, and good things will happen to good people.
It's still early, man. Through 2 games, Caitlin Clark is averaging 14.5 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1 steal per game. The thing you want to see come up to really 3 statistics. You want to see the turnovers go down. She's averaging 6.5 right now, not getting away with some of those lazy passes that were flowing at Iowa. She's only shooting 30.4% from the field, 27.8% from three. It's tough sledding. I think Caitlin Clark is as good as we all thought, but I think the WNBA and the talent there and the vets are a lot better than the average viewer really truly realize, man. But I will say she's gotten 2 tough draws. The Indiana Fever have played 2 of the best teams in the entire league, 2 of the top 3 teams in the WNBA. So this is expected. There's going to be growing pains, and she's going to have to fight through it. But I agree with the sentiments of Sabrina, man. She's going to do great things. She's going to figure it out. But she's 2 games in, guys. Let's give her some grace. Let's give Caitlin some grace. Let's give the Indiana Fever some grace. Now, I know Coach Lisa Bluter was out there at the game. They're already calling for the Indiana Fever head coach's head right now. Like, they're trying to get her up out of there. Is this working? Is she potentially hindering the development of not only this squad, but Caitlin Clark as well? I don't know. Would Bluter be able to, she just retired from Iowa. Is she ready to jump back into coaching? Is she ready to follow Caitlin Clark to that next step? If they do end up making a coaching change, I definitely think that is somebody that they will consider, man. But we'll keep an eye out on that. We know, like we said, looking at the stats for the game, Fever got beat 102-66. Jonquel Jones, who is carrying my fantasy team right now, continues to be a force. 14 points, 4 assists, 10 rebounds for her. Bitnaja Laney Hamilton also poured in 12 points. Brianna Stewart. Stewie had a major game. 31 points, 4 assists, 10 rebounds. Ionescu, 14 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. Courtney Vandersloot poured in 9 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. A total team effort for these ladies out there, man. But Stewie went crazy with 31, 4, and 10. And that's when you know you're facing a title contender, man. Like, these players are built different. The front court of Aaliyah Boston and Katie Lou Samuelson did their best to compete, man. Boston, 12 points, 2 assists, 7 rebounds. A much better game than the first game she had to open the season. Samuelson, 10 points, too, as well. Nalissa Smith, 5 points, 4 boards. We mentioned Caitlin Clark, 9 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds for her. Quiet nights for Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Mitchell, who's one of the highest paid players in the league. Both of them combining for 9 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. You need more. You need more for them, man. You definitely need more if this team is going to advance to that next level and start winning some games and be respectable and not be a doormat. They need players like Kelsey Mitchell to really step up and, be a veteran leader for this group. But it's too early, man. We're 2 games into the season. Give a little grace to Caitlin and the Indiana Fever. They will figure it out. It may not be this year, but they do have a bright future, I truly believe. Speaking of a bright future, man, we saw Angel Reese make her debut as well for the Chicago Sky. She had Big Lotto in the building to come see her. The Sky lost to the Dallas Wings 87-79 to fall to 0-1 on the season. And they started this game off strong, man. They took a 25-16 lead early. Like, they were firing on all cylinders in the first quarter. It was a quiet first half for Angel Reese, though, to say the least. Looking at the Sky, man, Elizabeth Williams, 12 points, 8 assists. Diamond DeShields, one of the better guards. I feel like she's underrated. Been in the league around 14 points for her in 18 minutes of play. Angel Reese, the Chi-Town Barbie now, 12 points, 1 assist, 8 rebounds. She really got it going in the second half, though. Found her rhythm, made some good shots around the basket, man, and just showed great touch, great footwork, and patience on that block. But she was facing some double teams, man, and one of the best bigs in the whole entire league, to be honest. Marina Mabry, 19 points for her in 34 minutes of play, and Dana Evans also had 10 points. A very balanced attack, and they fought, man. They were in this game until the very end, and I think they pushed the Wings. We mentioned Angel Reese going up against Tierra McCowan. McCowan, one of the best bigs in the entire league. Big performance. I got her on my fantasy team too, so I'm loving that. 18 points, 13 rebounds for her. Natasha Howard had 15, 5, and 13. Mega game for the forward. Arike, you already know she's getting busy anytime she's on the floor. 25 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, game high 25 points to lead this group. Maddie Seegers also had 13 points as well. And the Dallas Wings, I think, are going to be a force, man. Honestly, they've got rookies that could make a presence as well, an immediate impact, man. You look at Jaylen Brown, she played 18 minutes in this game. JC Sheldon played 9 minutes, had 2 points, you know what I'm saying? Getting on the board for her. And then, of course, Lou Lopez Sinchal, and really her first full season of WNBA basketball, played 6 minutes and had an assist. Looking at the Sky, though, man, Teaspoon is going to get the best out of them. They're obviously down a big player in Camila Cardoso, who will definitely help this front court beef it up and provide more depth and size. And I think she really, really would have made a huge impact in this game just with the matchup with the Dallas Wings. Overall, I think Angel Reese played fine. It was a solid WNBA debut. She's going up against McCallum, that big front line. She held her own. You know what I'm saying? I think she will continue to get better. She's another player that is bringing a lot of eyes to the game, and there are going to be a lot of eyes on her. ESPN announced they're already broadcasting the matchup between the Sky and the Fever when Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese play their first competitive professional games against one another in a regular season. So I think that'll be an exciting matchup. But this Sky team, I think, has a lot of potential. They fought even through the preseason. They won a big game. They fought. They've been in every contest that I've seen them in. Still very early in the season, but look out for the Sky, man. I think they got some good things going. Rounding out our games, of course, Cameron Brink, the number 2 player that was taken in the WNBA draft for Kia Jackson, also a top 5 pick in this draft, made their WNBA regular season debuts. Of course, we saw Sonya Curry, the Currys pulling up in the building, supporting Cam. Love to see it. They had Kim Kardashian out there, y'all. What the heck? The Dream took the win 92-81. Holy Ryan Howard, man. I mean, she is special. 25 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Tina Charles still doing it at 35 years old. 21 points, 2 assists, 14 rebounds. Alicia Gray poured in 12 as well. Haley Jones, the former Stanford star, finding her stride with the Dream. 14 points for her, playing against her former teammate. They won a national championship together. On the other end, the Sparks, man, first off, Erica Hamby. She was on this team last year, was getting back in shape, and now she looks at full throttle. 20 points, 3 assists, 14 rebounds. Incredible for her. Kia Nurse was a big free agent addition, and she delivered in her first game. 23 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Cameron Brink, 11 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Loving the 4 assists. Second on the team in 20 minutes of play. Lexi Brown poured in 8 points as well. She was on this team last year. You look at Lacia Clarendon. She had a triple dub, messed around, 11 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. Rakia Jackson played 18 minutes as well, got 7 points, saw her get her 3 rebounds, her first professional baskets. We'll love to see Zaya Cook get a little bit more playing time, man. Only 6 minutes in this game. I think she could definitely be an impact player for this group on both ends of the basketball if she's able to earn that spot in the rotation and earn just, consistent minutes. But we saw Brink, we saw Jackson, and they look like they fit in really well with this group. Brink was just a perfect addition. Her ability to block shots, be agile, great timing. She gets up and down the floor like a gazelle. She can shoot the basketball, has the 3-point, has the mid range, uses her length, welcomes contact. And Rakia Jackson felt like the most pro-ready player in this draft, in my opinion. Just with her versatile skill set, being able to score from anywhere on the floor at her size, playing inside and out. She's got the mid-range, the back to the basket, the fadeaways. She's creating space. And that's one thing we've seen Caitlin Clark kind of struggle with is creating space and, playing against more athletic players. So it'll be something to continue to monitor. But I think these rookies are doing a pretty good job, man, in their debuts. It's really early right now to cast any type of verdict, but I think Cameron Brink, Angel Reese will definitely have something to say about that Rookie of the Year award. So keep an eye out on that. And y'all let me know how y'all feel about all the latest and the greatest. Holla at your boy. We getting some great attention on women's hoops right now. Fans are following these college stars into the WNBA. Celebrities are coming out. Big names, heavy hitters. We locked into the W, baby. Again, y'all holler at your boy. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Hit that subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. Again, I'm Brandon Blakeney. This is the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Until next time, hey, we out.